The cafe was buzzing with the usual lunchtime crowd, the clinking of cups and soft murmur of conversations filling the warm air. Yet she felt invisible. Every chair she approached seemed to vanish beneath someone else's feet. Eyes flickered her way, some curious, some indifferent, but no one offered her a space. She was alone, carrying a small, worn-out backpack and a heart heavier than anyone could imagine. The world outside was bustling and unforgiving, and in that moment, she felt as though she did not belong anywhere at all. Her stomach tightened, not just from hunger, but from the weight of 1,000 small rejections. Each glance and sidestep telling her story without a single word. Asterisk, if you believe in the power of kindness. In second chances, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs a reminder that good still exists. Comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Moonlight Stories to join our community of hearts that care. Asterisk, she had come to the city chasing hope. The dreams she carried had been nurtured in the quiet corners of a small town where everyone knew her name. But dreams are heavy things, especially when the world is crowded and indifferent. Her wallet was nearly empty, her shoes scuffed from walking miles on cracked sidewalks, and her mind was a storm of worries. The cafe, with its warm lights and soft music, had seemed like a sanctuary at first, a place where she could rest and gather herself. But the bustling crowd offered no mercy. Tables were full, chairs were occupied, and the polite smiles she hoped for never arrived. She hovered in the threshold, a shadow in the doorway, afraid to impose, yet desperate for even the smallest comfort. Asterisk, as the minutes passed, the hope inside her began to flicker like a candle in the wind. She watched families laugh together, friends sharing stories, lovers leaning into each other's warmth, and she felt the sting of her solitude sharpen. The world, she thought bitterly, was full of people who had everything and little thought for someone who had nothing. Her mind raced back to the letters she had written to her parents before leaving home, full of promises she intended to keep and assurances she thought would be enough. But life, she was learning painfully, did not keep its promises. Asterisk then, almost imperceptibly, her story shifted. A single dad, sitting alone at a corner table, noticed the hesitant figure at the edge of the room. His eyes, calm yet observant, took in the nervous stance, the anxious glances, and the silent plea written across her face. He pushed a cup slightly to the side, sliding a chair toward her without a word, a simple gesture that carried a universe of meaning. She hesitated for a heartbeat, caught between disbelief and relief, then moved toward him, the weight of her fear slowly easing with each step. Asterisk, the cafe, once intimidating, became a place of warmth. She sat, heart still pounding, and for the first time that day, she felt the tentative stirrings of hope. The man, with quiet patience, gave her a space, not just for her body, but for her soul. And in that act of simple humanity, a chain reaction began. Others in the cafe who had been caught up in their own worlds started noticing her too, some offering smiles, others silently acknowledging the presence of someone who mattered, even if for a fleeting moment. Asterisk, the single dad's story unfolded alongside hers. He had known loss in a way that left invisible scars, and yet he carried a light that refused to be extinguished. His daughter, shy and curious, had just started school, and he was learning, day by day, what it meant to balance care, work, and life's unrelenting pressures. The way he offered her a seat, without judgment, without expectation, was not just kindness, was empathy born from experience. From understanding that the world could be cruel, and that a single act of generosity could alter the course of someone's day, even life. Asterisk, hours passed, unnoticed. Conversations that began with hesitant smiles grew into exchanges of stories, laughter, and shared understanding. She spoke of her dreams, the struggles of leaving home, and the uncertainty of the path she had chosen. He listened, not as a savior, but as a fellow traveler who understood that life's journeys were rarely straightforward. The café, once a place of rejection, became a haven of connection, a quiet testament to the power of human compassion. Asterisk days turned into weeks. The encounter that began as a fleeting moment of generosity became the foundation of a friendship that neither had expected. She found small jobs in the neighborhood, slowly stabilizing her life, and he found joy in witnessing her resilience, her courage in facing the world with nothing but determination and hope. Their bond, rooted in a single act of kindness, became a story of mutual healing, of hearts finding strength in the simplest gestures. Her journey was far from over. Challenges remained, and the world outside the café was still vast and uncertain. But she carried with her the proof that even in moments of deepest despair, human connection could offer light. That single act of generosity had not only given her a chair, but a reminder that someone sees, someone cares, and that the world still held spaces for hope, however small they might be. If this story touched your heart, if you felt the quiet power of human kindness echo through her journey, please take a moment to like, share, and comment below. Tell us how a small act of generosity changed your life, and let's remind the world that compassion matters. Your words could inspire someone who needs it more than you know.